In this video, I'm going to walk you guys through the exact Facebook campaign structure and ad strategy that allowed this client to get 165 leads for only $4.17 each for his ceramic coating business in February, which is normally one of the slowest months of the year, and he's in Canada where it's been below 0 degrees several days in a row. So there's going to be 3 pillars that we need to nail to get results like this, and the first one is going to be your Facebook campaign structure. You need to have the campaign properly set up, properly structured, so that you can efficiently test different audiences, placements, so that you can test different creatives, offers, etc. So with that said, what we've got in this ad account is one campaign just for the service ceramic coating. Then when we go into that campaign, we can see that we have got quite a few different ad sets. Now I'm going to break down what each of these ad sets are, kind of why they're running, what they're testing, so that you know how to do this in your business as well. First thing we were doing here was testing with open placements and 22 to 60 male audience, or open audience and 22 to 60 male audience. Then it looks like they were both performing about evenly. You can see right here we've got a slight outperformance by the 22 to 60 male for this specific ad, but not anything super substantial in terms of performance, like what we saw when we actually moved over and tried to do a stories, feeds, reels only placement. So this was 22 to 60 male audience, stories, feeds, reels only. Another thing that you can split test, and you can see that clearly did not work out nearly as well as either of the other options. So we turned that one back off. Then we added more budget to the 1-28 open, because at the time that was what was performing better. That audience has fatigued a bit, which is something you need to keep an eye out for when you are running your Facebook ads. So we ended up switching things up. We created a new offer, a new video. And you can see here, when we were experimenting with new offers, one of them we spent $37, never got a lead. So that just goes to show you, like, even me, I work for over 100 different shops. I've been doing it for over 2 years. There's still going to be times where I run an offer that doesn't nail it. But you can see right after that, we ran a new offer, 190 spend and $3.84 a lead, 50 leads already, and it's only been running for, I don't know, maybe a week now. So it's something where you do need to constantly test, and that's why this campaign structure is so important. Now let's go inside one of these ad sets and just show you what we've got here. So there's 3 videos. Typically we do 1 to 3 videos per ad set, and Facebook will kind of automatically figure out, okay, for this specific audience, for these placements, which creative is going to be the best out of the ones that you put in. Now, if you have a large change in the creative, for example, a completely different offer, a completely different style of creative, you're going to want to separate that back out at the ad set level. But if you've got small changes, maybe a different hook, a slightly different way that you clip the videos together, like something small, that's when you're going to want to put it in the ad level and let Facebook automatically choose. Now, the next variable, once we've got the campaign structure down, and if you do it just like this, you're going to have campaign structure perfect. Basically, as a broad overview, 1 campaign, 2 to 4 ad sets to start, 1 to 3 ads inside of each ad set. Super simple. Do it like that to start, and then you'll be good to go. Now, once you've got that structured right, you're going to need to have proper targeting to make sure your ad is getting shown to the right people in the right places. So if we open up one of the ads here, and then we are going to see all of this, you can basically just leave the way it is. Open audience, open placements, instant forms, all that good stuff. And then we come down to audience controls. So this is where we put the options in for location, obviously, so you can see Canada for this client. And then we've got advantage audience and advantage placements. Now this is something you need to test with. It's super 50-50 for which works best, just depending on your location. And we've even seen it flip-flop to where at first maybe open audience works best at first, and then it flip-flops and 22 to 60 male begins to work better down the line, just as one audience fatigues. And that's actually something that has happened in this ad account, where we can see the open audience was at one point doing better, but that audience fatigued with the creative style that we were showing it, so we flipped it around and showed it to the 22 to 60 male audience. And that is how the second one is set up. So let me just go here where there's also stories, feeds, reels. You can see the only thing that we're adjusting here is age and gender. And then we're coming down to placements and adding only Facebook feeds, Instagram and Facebook stories, Instagram feeds as well, and then also Facebook and Instagram reels. So that is what I mean when I say stories, feeds, reels, placements versus open placements. And that's also what I mean when I say 22 to 60 male versus open audience. Now that's the big thing you're going to want to test with Facebook's actual targeting settings. it's typically not going to be best to try and mess with the actual detailed targeting. You're going to want to do that through your ad creative. So the best way to improve your lead quality is actually through the messaging and through the ad creative that you've got. So let's actually just hop into the ad creative that we are currently running, and I will break down everything in that so you can see kind of why we're doing things. Now you can see this is a $500 off coming down to $995 offer. So the first offer that I showed you before that had failed was straight up $995. We tried to do no discount, just $995. Then we repackaged the offer. We did $500 off and a free windshield. Same price, $995, which is what we wanted to hit anyways. That's exactly what we're doing. But with the repackaging, we're actually getting a very, very solid cost per lead. We're at $4.80 on cost per lead with the price in the ad, which is super, super solid. So I'll play this for you real fast.
Every day your car's paint is getting damaged, faded, and scratched from automatic car washes, UV rays, dirt, grime, and more. Most people don't notice this until it's too late and their paint is damaged beyond repair. But we have a solution. Right now, you can save $500 on our ultimate 5-year warranted ceramic coating package. We are giving the next 5 car owners the ultimate solution at a massive discount. Here's what you're going to get: a deep foam wash, a clay bar, and iron decontamination, a full paint correction, 5-year ceramic coating with a full warranty, and a bonus. If you fill out the form by Sunday, we will throw in a free windshield ceramic coating, plus a free wheel ceramic coating, giving you an additional $500 in value on top of the $500 discount. This entire package would normally be $2,000, but the next 5 people to fill out the form will get it all for just $995. So click Learn More now before it's too late.
So a couple things to note here. It's a very long video, which means that if someone makes it all the way through, they're a lot more invested than in a short, super clippy style video. Also, same structure that we always say for any video ad: hook, call out, pain, problem, solution, offer, call to action. Super simple. We're just expanding on exactly what we're doing, building a ton of value, and then giving them the price straight in the ad. And that's going to stop people from filling out the ad if they're not really serious. If they, don't want to spend at least $1,000, they're probably not going to fill out the ad, at least as long as they watched all the way through. So that style of creative is going to help a lot with your lead quality. But again, you're going to have to play around with offers, see what works in your specific market, because it's typically going to be slightly different for every single person. So the 3 big things are going to be: number 1, campaign structure; number 2, targeting; and number 3, creative. Make sure that you have all 3 of these things dialed in. Just do exactly what I'm doing here, or replicate it, but for your market. Again, it's going to be a little different for everybody, and you will be good to go with your ads. Now, if you want a free guide that's way more in depth on how to structure your campaign, it's going to be a link to that below. You can get it for absolutely free. Otherwise, watch the video on screen, and if you want my team to do this all for you and build out your entire sales system, book a call and the link below, and I will talk to you there.